Alrighty, what's going on, guys? As you can see, I finally got it done, even though it took about 7 months. Just been busy with other things. Finally got around to getting the tail fan, legs, and the beard mounted from my spring turkey that I got in the spring of 2010. The mount that I had purchased for this setup is the previous video, where if I had to give this thing a score from either 1 to 5 stars, I'm going to give it a -10. The reason being is the craftsmanship and how this is put together at the factory was absolutely horrible, and I'll explain why real quick. This metal bracket we had to bring out into the shop, refabricate it, drill out the holes, because this top plate, or the bottom plate, excuse me, where these two screws are, this metal plate is supposed to drop down where these two screws are supposed to hold this tail plate into place. Well, the holes that were already pre-drilled were completely off-center, and these two screws weren't synced enough to actually go through and hold all three pieces together. So we went ahead and we drilled in 2 more pilot holes for these screws, and we had to bend this plate back a little bit to accommodate the tail fan. However, the only thing that did work on this setup was the screw that they give you to go through the cartilage of the fan to hold it there worked. And then I'll put the camera down and I'll flip this right side up to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. However, as horrible as this the setup was, the actual display came out beautiful, and I like it. And the only other thing that worked, if you can see right up there, is a little hole where the beard sets up in. So you just put it up in there, and when that clamps down, it keeps both of them in place. And they send you rawhide to mount the legs. Now, we went ahead and cut these right off here, so they hang down sideways. And as you can see, this gobbler had some nice spurs on him. He's about a 2.5-year-old bird, and was just over 21 pounds. All said and done. But they came out absolutely beautiful. I like the way it came out with. Anyways, to come back to this little gem right here, and it shows in the previous video for the tools of the trade for what we use for predator control. Just wanted to touch base a little bit more on it. You guys that like the 700 series by Remington automatically know what this is, and this is a Remington 700 bolt action rifle. The scope that's on it, I wasn't really too sure, but it is a Weaver V12. It's 4x12 by 60 power, beautiful scope. It's got the bipod mount underneath, and they are adjustable by the little buttons right here. And we'll take another swing around. It has the nice raised cheek piece already in the stock. Not really too sure the wood. The one side almost looks like a tiger maple, but it doesn't have the defined lines that tiger maple will have. And it's got some nice checkering right here on the pistol grip. Is a really beautiful rifle. And just so all you nuts out there, it is clear. This, however, is not chambered in a 308 or 7 mil. It is chambered in a 6 mil, and for you guys that aren't familiar with the 6 mil, it packs quite a punch, and it's shooting a 75 grain jacketed hollow point. We do reload the shells for this gun, and this is the 75 grain hollow point that comes out. The reason why we selected the 6 mil is because it's the difference between the 6 mil and the 7 mil. There really isn't enough ballistics difference, I guess you could say. You could still take a deer with the 6 mil, and at the same point the 6 mil is not going to be too much overkill for a coyote. So this is a really universal setup with the Remington 700 chambered in a 6 mil. So that's about that, I guess. I just wanted to update a little bit on it. It is a really beautiful, well-kept firearm. Next video, we should be getting a couple more done for some coyote hunting here. With mine and my brother's work schedule, probably won't be until the end of this coming weekend for one day. And then the next videos I will have after that, after I got done mounting the turkey tail fan and the legs and whatnot up, I took the legs from the doe that I got late muzzleloader, and I'm getting the legs prepped to make a double rifle holder that mounts on the wall. Show you guys how to do that really cheap and easy at home, instead of going all through the bullshit and whatnot, paying a taxidermist to do it and everything. So hopefully that turns out pretty good. So with that said, I hope you guys like it. Got the beauty right there. As always, be safe, have fun, I'll catch you guys later.